Great job. We're going to begin our lower body series with our heaviest Theraband and our anti-burst ball. We're going to lie on our backs supine with the ball under our head. And we'll start by checking our pelvic position before we begin our hamstring flexibility work. So with the ball under the head so we don't strain the neck, we'll start with our dominant leg up, and that's the opposite leg as your dominant arm, wrapping the band around the foot and dorsiflexing the foot as you lift the leg. Go ahead and take one hand under your low back and check that you have some space. Tip your tailbone towards the front of the mat to create more space. It's a little lumbar extension. Watch that the leg that is not in the air isn't opening out to the side. Either press it down into the floor long or keep the knee pointing up to the ceiling. Now, you may notice that you're rounding your back every time you pull the leg closer to you. The goal is not to create strain on our low back. It's to increase the flexibility of the hamstrings and also to keep the back safe. So decrease the range of motion. It will come in time, but you have to be able to maintain a good position in your pelvis for your back safety. So tip the tailbone down. Always have that mouse hole between the low back and the floor. Flex the outer edge of your foot a little bit more. And let's really get into that tight calf and hamstring complex. On your next exhale, I'd like you to bend the knee of the lifted leg and switch sides. Setting up on the other side. Now make sure as you're working that you're not holding your breath. Let's hear that ujjayi breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Flex the outer edge as much as the inner edge of the foot. Check that mouse hole. Keep that back safe. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Ujjayi breath, taking the leg closer to you without rounding your low back. Give it 2 more breaths, and then we're going to make our way into some piriformis flexibility. You're going to need your heaviest loop band, so you can slowly make your way out of that hamstring stretch. Heaviest loop band, and you're going to take it around your dominant leg's thigh, so slide it up the thigh. And from here, you're going to cross the other leg that doesn't have the band on it over that thigh, dorsiflexing the foot and pulling the thigh with the band towards you to stretch out the outer hip. Use the same hand as the top leg to open that thigh, that top leg's thigh, pushing it towards the front of your mat. So you should have one hand on the thigh that's crossed over and the other hand is holding that band. Check your low back though with the hand that's free and breathe here. Now, if this is hard to maintain, you can lower the legs on your exhale and lift them up on the inhale. Just make sure you're not really rounding your low back. That's really bad for your back. So push, open up that outer hip, keep the feet dorsiflexed. It's great to combat the plantar flexion in the ankles. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale slowly. Let's make our way to the other side. We'll need a little more time on this side. So setting up, using that band. Now, if you do have the flexibility to grab your hamstring to thread your arms through and not use the band, by all means do that. But my guess is you don't with the posture you have. This is a very tight area posturally. So tip your tailbone down towards the bottom of the mat, create your mouse hole. Use one hand as leverage to open the thigh of the lifted leg. Use the other hand to hold on to that band or the leg to pull you into the stretch. Widen your collarbone, imprint your shoulder blades into the floor, activating the back body. Relax the neck, relax the facial muscles. Use your breath. Slowly exhale out of that. You're going to take this heaviest loop band off, bringing it back around your upper arms above your elbows, making your way onto all fours. We're going to be doing a little down dog series to work on the flexibility in the calves. Now, this can be a challenge because of the hamstring and calf tightness. Watch out for deep rounding in the low back here. It'll be important that you bend your knees enough to find some extension in your pelvis. So in all fours, we tuck our toes under and we send our pelvis back. I want your forehead to press into the band that's on your arms, engaging the front of the neck. Bend your knees deep enough that you can arch your back like our cow posture, arching that low back. From here, the knees must remain this bent because I don't want you slipping into flexion in the pelvis. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, bending one knee and then the other, pedaling the feet, stretching the calves actively. Watch out for losing the deep bend you've created. So one knee just bends even deeper and you're not straightening your legs at any point. The pelvis is trying to tip up towards the ceiling. The forehead is pressing into that band. The shoulder blades are pulling together and you're breathing. Hear your breath. Inhale, exhale, you pedal. 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and pedal. 2, 3, 4. And 1 more. And pedal. 2, 3. Exhale, lower those knees slowly to the ground, taking that band off your upper arms. I'd like you to grab your lightest loop band and your lightest Theraband. You're going to hold your lightest loop band up and you're going to thread the lightest Theraband through it. Looks like this. So we're creating a little tool that we can capture our foot in. So it's even on both sides. We've got our lightest Theraband through our lightest loop band. And we're going to lie on our stomachs, prone. And we're going to put this loop band around we'll start with our dominant foot. So that's the opposite leg of your dominant arm. So opposite leg. So if you're left-handed, it's your right leg. Right-handed, it's your left leg. Hold it here. Now from here, bring both hands by the shoulders. One hand will be loaded with that resistance band. The loop band is captured around the foot. The foot is dorsiflexed. Hands by the shoulders, palms facing in. So the chest is all the way down on the ground. And we're holding the band only in the hand of the loaded leg. We're going to do an overhead press as we lift our upper back up, bracing our abs. That leg that has the band around it will come into knee flexion. Foot will remain dorsiflexed. So inhale, lift, pressing the arms overhead. Lifting the upper back up. And exhale, lower down. Elbows bend, upper body lowers, and the legs. So both legs are going up. One is straight, one is bent. If that feels weird, you can bend both. But I think it's nice to keep the one long because it kind of helps balance the pelvis. Inhale, lift up, and the arms are lengthening long. Palms facing in towards your face, shoulders plugged down. Exhale, we lower down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up, pressing overhead. Exhale, lower down, getting some nice lumbar extension, working our upper back extensors. Inhale, press up. And exhale, lower down. Okay, let's go fish for the other foot. You're going to have to sit up to do so. Switching sides. You're going to find out that you never need a weight. You never need to use a weight ever again. All you need is all these bands. They're very transportable. You can travel wherever and get a good workout in. Okay, hands right by the ears, palms facing in. Plug the shoulders down, square your pelvis off to the floor. When you're ready, pelvis pulls towards the bottom of the mat as you inhale and lift your upper back and legs up, pressing the arms overhead. And exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's make our way to a comfortable seated position. Great job.